Championship Sunday on NFL Primetime. McNabb and the Eagles try to keep from going 3 and out. But first, they'll have to stop Peppers and the Panthers D. While Manning fights the law at Foxborough, would the law prevail? Will this guy ever lose a game in January?
Going back to Houston.
4 teams, 2 games. The road to Houston ends on NFL Primetime.
NFL Primetime is presented by Miller Lite. Primetime is Miller time. And now, here's your host, Chris Berman.
Hello once again, everybody, and welcome to Championship NFL Primetime. Chris Berman along with Tom Jackson. Hey, we know what happened. The Patriots, the Panthers, 2 teams coming from opposite directions. Congratulations.
Yeah, outstanding day of football, almost as good as last week, and we saw a little history made this week.
Yeah, history that they didn't want to make, but we'll talk about all that. But look, the first game, and weather was going to be a factor in both. The white stuff coming down, especially in Foxborough, and we don't mean dandruff, the good white stuff, just like you want in playoff football. And you had Peyton Manning, as hot as it can be, against Bill Belichick and that Patriot defense, the ultimate chess match in the AFC Championship Game. And here he is, 8 touchdown passes in the Colts' 2 playoff wins. Tom Brady 4-0 in the postseason. All he does is win. New England gets the toss, and in their own territory, Tom, on 4th and 1, they go for it. Meant a couple of things. Even early, keep the clock moving, keep the ball safe, and get a touchdown and get a lead. That's the MO of the Patriots. Brady to David Gibbons, 7-0. Then, game on. Manning to Marcus Pollard. He had a big day while Marvin Harrison did not. 32 yards. Later on in the drive, Manning in the red zone. Rodney Harrison is there to make the pick. Peyton, first pick of the postseason for Harrison. He was all over on this day, Tom. Ty Law had a pick. And then, look at this, they tried to punt it, but Hunter Smith kicks the ball out of the end zone. So, touchdown, field goal, safety, hit me. 15-0 the Patriots. Manning to Marvin Harrison, fumble. Tyrone Poole recovers. They were slamming the receivers.
New England very physical against those receivers during the whole course of this football game.
4th and 1. Edgerrin James gets a first down, and the score 15-0 here early. 3rd, touchdown. Colts get back in it, trail at 15-7. This, the first punt, finally. That one unsuccessful, you saw before. Hunter Smith's first punt in 3 postseason games. But, you know, his leg was fresh, Tom, 55 yards. Troy Brown and
Vandery now.
He had a big day, as we showed you this morning, to his own 31. And so did Antoine Smith. Looking like the old Antoine, 35 yards.
In the playoffs, he always runs better than he does during the regular season.
This sets up another Adam Vinatieri field goal. They get to 21 an interesting way for field goal 6. And then Ty Law. He didn't see his first pick, but they fought the law. The law won. 3 picks of Manning, 2 by Law. And when you're hot, you're hot. Troy Brown on the pick.
Yeah, and you know, when things are going well, Nick Harper makes a play on the football, it gets tipped up in the air, and somehow Troy Brown the concentration to bring it down.
So 3 plays later, Brady can't capitalize. This time Walt Harris is there in the end zone. Brady's first interception at home since December 02, 330 attempts. Edgerrin James on 4th and 2. They make it. Here come the Colts with under 10 to go. Manning. Reggie Wayne is drilled.
Yeah, Eugene Wilson right there launched himself. You know, it's bad to get fined after the championship game, but he might be getting a letter from the commissioner's office.
And they fought the law, and the law won again. The Pro Bowl defensive backs. Law with 3 picks, Harrison with 1 of Peyton Manning on the day. An amazing day for number 24, Ty Law, who's been a great corner for a long time. 4.5 to go. Get the Colts down 2 touches, make it a game. New England's not scoring and putting it away. Troy Walters, 11. 2nd and goal at the 7. Manning to Pollard. Yes, sir. 21-14. So this game in which seemingly was over, Tom, wasn't over. Onside kick. And it's right in the hands of Christian Euphoria. they had all the timeouts left.
Onside kick from a very odd formation. Didn't look like they gave themselves a chance to really make a play.
Well, Brown catches the ball, but David Thornton knocks it loose. Patriots do have to punt. So the Colts are going to hold, but they got to go a long way for the tying touch. This is 3rd and 10 at his own 20, incomplete to Pollard. And the Colts calling for, hey, they're mugging us down the field, but they would not get these calls, Tom. And this is 4th down. That's incomplete to Pollard as well.
Yeah, and watch this great defense by the New England Patriots. First is Willie McGinnis. They're not allowing anybody to get the free release off the line. Then Roman Piper picks him up. They are going to deny you access downfield, make it hard for you and your quarterback.
You know, an incomplete pass, then a Brady bootleg. Oh, it's a fumble! And the Colts fall on the ball. But wait a minute. The caller's challenge, well, it's not a challenge, it's under review from upstairs. And this was a good call. Knee down by Brady.
You can see clearly that the knee is down before Macklin can put it out. Boy, Tom Brady does protect the football.
And so the play is overturned, and now the Patriots keep the ball. And Adam Vinatieri ties a playoff record with a handful of others. 5 field goals. Mr. Postseason as far as kickers go. Vinatieri 5 for 5. And the Colts then find themselves down 10, and that's it. McGinnis with the trophy, the AFC trophy. Tom Brady with the hugs. You saw Belichick and Manning, 2 greats at what they do, talk afterwards. And the New England Patriots have won 14 straight games. The New England Patriots are going to the Super Bowl for the 2nd time in 3 years. They win it 24-14 on a day Peyton Manning would love to have back.
I felt I've done my part well to get us to this point, and I needed to do my part well today, I think, for us to win, and I just didn't do it. And so I certainly feel personally responsible and accountable, and it is disappointing. It's very difficult.
I felt like I was up to the challenge today. I mean, I felt it all week, especially with this game plan, and to go up there giving me a chance to be physical on them. And, you know, I looked forward to the opportunity all week. We were confident, and I'm glad we won the game.
We overall played pretty good team defense, and that was the big key. But, you know, Ty came up with those big plays, and you know, there's nothing more important than turning the ball over on defense.
I think the goal still hasn't been achieved, and that's how I could put it, that, you know, for as great as 14 in a row is, you know, it's still one shy of where we want to be.
Well, here is how they've done it. This is a team that has not trailed since before Thanksgiving. In the waning moments of a game, oddly enough, in Houston. Since that time on November 23rd, they have led for approximately 23 quarters. They've been tied for about 6 quarters. 29 quarters, the Patriots have never been behind.
Inside the Numbers, brought to you by Visa, proud sponsor of the NFL.
I mean, first of all, that's it. When you are never behind, even 3-0, by the way. It's not since Thanksgiving. Tom, this is a team that hasn't lost a game since September. This is a team whose MO, we're going to get the lead and put pressure on you. And no, you know, teams aren't, ooh, I'm down 7-0. But it just changes the whole course of the game. You say, how do they do it? They just keep doing it.
Yeah, and I'll take a couple of things from each side of the football. First of all, offensively, you're going to get them with great balance when Antoine Smith is running the ball, and you have a quarterback in Tom Brady who is as smart and careful as any quarterback in the game. He showed that again today. He had the 1 interception, but that was the 1 mistake that he made all day, and they really go out to get that early lead. And then defensively, think all the way back to their last Super Bowl win. Same thing they did to Torrey Holt. Same thing they did to Isaac Bruce. They came out against Reggie Wayne, Marvin Harrison and company, and they pounded them physically, made it difficult for them to get off the line of scrimmage, made it hard for you to gain that rhythm offensively between Peyton Manning and his wide receivers.
Well, and they had a, you know, they always have, okay, different guys, wide receivers, and Brown had a big game today, and Givens did as well. But here's Jarvis Green with 3 sacks. I mean,
that's right.
It just, you don't know where it's coming from. It's hard to game plan against. Meanwhile, let's face it, the elements or whatever, and the Patriots, let's start with them, Tom, made the Colts look unlike the Colts.
Well, we knew that turnovers were going to be a key, and you heard that sound from Coach Belichick. He said there's nothing more important than turnovers. And when you look at the mistakes today made by this football team, the Indianapolis Colts. This was the key to the game. Here you are down in the red zone. You get a man look. Rodney Harrison is right there. He's actually down at the bottom of the screen as the low safety. Now he's going to come all the way across. Pollard is open, but look where this ball is thrown because of the pressure off the back foot. Ball thrown inside. Rodney Harrison makes a play on it. That ends one of your drives. Here, that's Rodney Harrison up front, Ty Law back. They switch positions. All of this done just to do a little confusing of the quarterback. Ty Law, if you watch right there, going to get very physical with the receiver at the line of scrimmage, comes off the flat route, fades to the deep route to give Rodney Harrison some help, makes the pick. This is going to be a matter of the size of Willie McGinnis. You see him come. This is just a simple dump over Willie McGinnis, but you dump it a little too high. Again, Ty Law making a great play on the football. And here we are in man again. And this flat route, if you really don't threaten Ty Law, he will fade again. He's got Rodney Harrison playing over the top, and he makes a play on the football. Now, easy to say that you're in the right scheme, and we always talk about how Romeo Crennel and company do great scheming. You have to make plays, and the thing I like about New England is when they get a chance to catch the football, because Colts had a couple of chances to catch the football. They didn't get it, and New England made the plays they had to make.
Look, Colts in a nutshell, much improved defensively. However, and Freeney was a non-factor today. New England game plan against him very much so. Improved. They know that they got to get more pressure people on defense. But as far as, well, we can't win a big game. I mean, you know, with Peyton Manning and stuff. I think, now, here they go. Now, you're seeing the real big-time stepping stone. I know they're disappointed, but, boy, they have to hold their heads high. Now, my analysis, not today. Let's go to November 30th. It was this play by Ted Washington.
The play.
The play. And Ted at the bottom, Willie McGinnis at the top, many others involved, Brewski, you name it. And by that play alone, that 1 yard was the difference of New England having the home game today or Indianapolis having the home game. That's the way it went down. It shows why you got to play every yard for every game in every season because you never know. By the way, New England could have won it, Indy, but they were playing in their snow. It's hard to believe that maybe 1 yard in November influenced the whole thing.
That 1 yard made the difference.
Now the Patriots have the longest winning streak in football other than the 1972 Dolphins, who were 17-0. When we return, Eagles, would the third time be a charm, or would the Panthers just stay on the prowl? Stop the St. Louis Rams' 14-game winning streak at home. The week before, they beat the Dallas Cowboys and Bill Parcells. But still, they came into Philadelphia kind of unheralded, unwanted, unknown. After all, they're playing an Eagles team that had made the championship game for 3 straight years. Only the 15 to do it in the last quarter century. Would the third time be a charm? Philly had lost the last 2. Philly ready to roll at the link. Donovan McNabb was Houdini and Superman in 1. But the Carolina Panthers of Stephen Davis on a mission for their fallen teammate Mark Fields, not fallen as he recovers from cancer, and their linebacker coach Sam Mills. This is a resolve of a team that we are seeing up front and center. This is a drop by Deuce Staley from Donovan McNabb, and you can get used to it because it was going to happen all day long, a scoreless first quarter. Panthers ball, second quarter, and Deshaun Foster, he's going to fumble, but Jermaine Wiggins from East Boston gets the ball, and it's a first down, and the drive stays alive. Next play, daylight come, and you got a Delhomme. Jake Delhomme to Stephen Davis. What quad pull? 21 yards, first down. And then more Delhomme to Muhsin Muhammad. Well, that's a nice throw. Off the back foot, he still gets in front of 2. And Muhsin Muhammad, a powerful guy, and he makes the catch, touchdown.
Yeah, a fairly tall receiver as well, but he focused on the football. The defenders didn't. Boom.
Mike Rucker sacks Donovan McNabb, who was sacked 8 times last week. And look what happens here. He gets hit by Greg Favors in this.
Well, the ruling was Greg Favors did not know that he was down by contact. That's why the officials didn't penalize him. But boy, this was going to hurt the Philadelphia Eagles. They lost. In essence, their best football player.
McNabb left for 1 play, and then he comes back, and he throws to Freddie Mitchell, incomplete. The Eagles say, Andy Reid, why don't you challenge it? They would look. Mitchell catches it. So it's ruled a catch. Eagles challenge. They win it. They kick a field goal. And it's a 7-3 game. But then you know the name in the AFC game is McNabb, Ribs, Ricky Manning Jr. Not Peyton Manning, Ricky Manning Jr., who made the pick against Torrey Holt that set up the winning touchdown last week, Tom. 7-3 Panthers at the half. Meanwhile, x-rays on McNabb at the half. He's hurting, but he's game. But he wasn't himself, and Carolina made him feel partly not himself. Picked by Manning again. McNabb and Pigston going to get on the same page.
Well, the receivers have to give Donovan McNabb somewhere to throw the football.
Like a chance, right, Tom? McNabb to James Thrash. Hit by Mike after dinner, Minter, and Manning is Johnny on the spot. Picks it off again. 3 picks for number 24, Tyler, in the first game. 3 picks for number 44, Ricky Manning Jr., the 3rd-round pick from UCLA. And how about a tough run of Deshaun Foster, shedding 4 tackles, touchdown!
You know, some of the greatest runs we'll ever see are not long runs. They are the short runs inside the 5-yard line. This is one of them right here as you watch him break 5 tackles. His desire to get in, I don't think even if Stephen Davis was in the game, it could have looked any better than that.
So now it's 14-3, and it's looking pretty bleak. McNabb drilled by Gerard Cooper. Incomplete pass. McNabb is down. 13 sacks allowed in the 2 playoff games by the Eagles. Hard to play quarterback when you're on your back, and he's hitting the ribs. He would not return. He was game, but he helped even just to stand up off the bench. So Coy Detmer playing in the 4th quarter. And on 4th and 2, Detmer is about the only guy who could catch. That would be Chad Lewis, long out of the witness protection program. 24 yards, first down. Dan Morgan grew up till his high school years in Philadelphia. Makes the pick. Drive overtime.
Yeah, and you can see there, Deuce never gets a chance to turn around and make a play on the football. Again, you talk about guys being on the same page as your quarterback. Not right there.
4th and 26 last week. 4th and 18 this week. Not today. Incomplete to Pigston by Detmer and the Carolina Panthers of John Fox. And there is Sam Mills, the linebacker coach. And Mark Fields, their linebacker, who had Hodgkin's disease, who hasn't. And we think of both of them. And they were both part of the pregame ceremonial coin flip. And they both are a big part of the Panthers, who are now moving on to the Super Bowl. This franchise only began in 1995. They win it 14-3. Once again, Philadelphia standing at the edge, but not able to take the Super Bowl plunge.
Obviously, we're very disappointed today. Yeah. My hat's off to the Panthers. What a great job they did, and they stepped up and did a heck of a job defensively and were efficient offensively, and they were the better team today.
It's been a great run. It's been a lot of good people that put a whole lot of hard work into it, and I'm as proud of this bunch of guys as I've ever been associated with. So we still got one more test.
Well, Carolina began the year with 5 straight wins. 5-0, they're no good. Well, now they have won 6 straight games, and you said it, Tom. Andy Reid said it right?
Yeah, he talked about efficient, and I would call it consistency. When you talk about this football team, they're going to come out, they're going to run the football, 40 carries today for 155 yards. Jake Delhomme, very protective of the football, but 9 completions, and that shows you how well they stick to the game plan, and then defensively, boy, we're going to pressure you with our front 4, and they did all of those things.
For Philadelphia, no one to push the envelope offensively. McNabb last week was Superman. Obviously, he wasn't this week, thanks to the Panthers and thanks to the injuries, but nobody to push the envelope, and therefore the envelope was bare. So the Panthers moving on to play the Patriots. More on both games when we return on NFL Primetime.
It'll be hard to swallow again, to think about this for a whole off season again. Obviously try to get over this hurdle. Not too many people have been able to get to this point, and for us to get it 3 times and not be able to go further, it hurts. It hurts.
Well, and he's hurting literally and figuratively. For him to just sit up there is just class. It is hurting me. Donovan McNabb and the Eagles will be back. Andy Reid and the Eagles have lost 3 straight title games. Tom Landry lost 3 straight title games. It came out okay for him. Going into today, there was the 1-4 interception game of the postseason. Vernon Perry. 5 guys had 3. Up, make it 6. Tyler, up, make it 7. Ricky Manning Jr. He's with Sal Palantonio.
You had 3 interceptions in this game. Obviously, your secondary came to play hard against these receivers. What was the key?
It was being aggressive. I watched film all day long, and I know I said I wasn't impressed with them. I tried to lower it out before the game, but, you know, I seen it on film. They wasn't that strong on the edges, and they didn't get our bump that good, so I figured, you know, keep attacking them. And all game long, I've been attacking them, and I was just being real aggressive with the receivers, and it worked.
And you guys came after Donovan McNabb, put a lot of pressure on him. Once he got hurt, did you try to apply more pressure on them?
No, I just kept doing the same thing. You know, I stayed relaxed, never tightened up, and just kept coming, baby, just kept coming.
Can you believe you're going to the Super Bowl?
I can believe it, but now that it's here, in the ship, I'm just happy, you know what I'm saying? I'm just happy. I couldn't believe it like a year ago or maybe draft time, but, hey, you never know. God's blessed us.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, back to you.
All right, Sal, thank you. Ricky Manning Jr., the rookie, Ty Law, the veteran, both on off field talking about playing aggressive DBs, and boy, did it pay off, Tom.
Boom, we saw outstanding defense, but in the case of the Carolina Panthers, you got a little bit of help. Donovan McNabb makes a play like this, gets away from the pass rush. You have to catch the football. You just look at this litany of drops by the Philadelphia Eagles and think about missed opportunities. They're down in positive ends of the field. Donovan McNabb doing a good job of delivering the football. Every one of these plays would have been a first down, and instead these end up being exchanges of the football, and you give the Carolina Panthers another opportunity to make a play. You know, we talked about it all day, these defenses, Carolina, New England, how aggressive they were, but then when you look at those drop passes, boy, did you cheat your quarterback. And it's been a problem for the Eagles all season.
They need to petition the league. Lester Hayes, Stickum.
Need it.
We need it. We need that to catch the ball. But, hey, it's the Panthers' day, and
Yes.
they more than earned it, holding a team to 3 points on the road. Panthers, Patriots, Super Bowl 38 in Houston. We'll have the first word on it in a moment. The Patriots were a big underdog 2 years ago in the Super Bowl. Now they're installed as a 7-point early favorite over those Carolina Panthers who just don't know the word of you're not supposed to be here. And you know what? You're not supposed to win the Super Bowl either. They got a heck of a chance.
Yeah, the thing I'm looking forward to, the two most consistent game plans in the game right here.
And you know what, Tom? 2 years ago at the end of the season, New England beat Carolina. Week 17 was Carolina's 15th straight loss. Enter John Fox. Look what's happened. New England in the Super Bowl goes for their 15th straight win.
Symmetry.
Amazing. Symmetrical, is it not? For Tom Jackson, I'm Chris Berman. We'll see you from Houston. Thanks for watching NFL Primetime.
Also happen to be good friends. Brian Billick of the Ravens and Jim Fossil of the Giants.
That'd be good. Get a ball right in the chin. Get a ball right in the chin.
What are we going to dress the same or something?
Well, our wives had to coordinate.
I know. How you doing?
It's been great.